You are watching Sammy, the Interviewing Toucan, made possible by the Indiana Young Reader Center. Hey everybody, I'm Sammy and I'm here today with Tracy Richardson. Hi Tracy, how are you doing today?
Hi, Sammy. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Wow, it's so great to talk to you. You know, I love talking to Indiana authors. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what's your connection to Indiana?
Well, I've lived in Indiana for almost 40 years. I didn't grow up here. I grew up north of Chicago, but I attended Indiana University, met my former husband there, and then we settled in Indianapolis and raised our family. And I've stayed still in Indianapolis and love it. And then the other thing that is interesting is my books are set in kind of a fictionalized Indiana. So I use that in my writing too.
Oh, that's so great. So you definitely consider yourself to be a Hoosier, huh?
Yes,
That's great.
absolutely. I've lived here more than I've lived anywhere else in my life.
Aw. Well, tell us a little bit about your books. I have one here. This is The Field, and I know you've got another one there. Do you want to go ahead and pull that up and we can see it real quick?
Yeah, so this is Catalyst. Catalyst comes out on September 22nd in paperback.
Cool. Now, by the time people see this, it might already be out. So rush to your bookstore and buy Catalyst, everyone.
Yes. It's out on ebook too. If you have an e-reader, you can get it now.
Perfect. That's great. And Tracy, would you say that you're like a young adult science fiction writer? Is that?
Absolutely. My books are science fiction, paranormal to young adult, like 12 and up. I was a science major in college at Indiana University, and so total science geek at heart. I think my love of science fiction started with A Wrinkle in Time when I was younger, and always have thought that there's more to the world than we know. And so I include that in my books. They're based in real life, real world, real time Earth, but there are science fiction themes throughout the books.
That's so great. Tell us a little bit about the field. The field in the field is some sort of powerful, I don't know, is it like a power field, like a mental field? Can you tell us a
Oh,
little bit
it
about it?
is. It's both. Absolutely. It's both. And it's really three things. So the field is the soccer field. So there's a soccer player on the front. It's the field of soccer, and he's a soccer player in the book. The other field is the universal energy field. And everyone knows about Tesla because of Elon Musk and the Tesla cars. Well, in the last century, which is weird to say, the last century,
Right.
there was a man called Nikola Tesla, and he postulated, and others postulated, that there in any cubic inch of space, there's enough energy to power New York City for a day. Yeah, I know. So we know that there are waves in the air that we don't see, don't even realize are there, like microwaves, telephone waves, all kinds of electronic waves. I know you're looking like, where is it? I loved exploring that idea, this unlimited source of energy. And my books have an environmental theme. So the idea is like, what if we could tap into this? We wouldn't have to burn fossil fuels anymore.
Gosh, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
giving us that little explanation about the
Yeah.
field. And I know
Yeah, you're welcome.
we'll probably talk about Catalyst here in a little while too, but tell us now, where are you in your creative journey and where do you hope to be someday? Are these the two books that you've written? Have you written others? Are you working on something else?
Yeah. So I've written these two books, and they're not sequels, they're companion books, the same characters, some of the same settings. I've also written a prequel to the books where Marcy, one of the characters, is in middle school. So it's a middle school age book. That will come out at some point in the next year or so. I'm not sure when. And then I'm working on a true sequel to Catalyst. I'm working on that. I'm about 120 pages into it. I'm writing it from both Marcy and Eric's perspective, so it's probably going to be pretty long. I don't have a title yet.
Yeah. And where do you hope to be someday on your creative journey?
You know, I would love to be a full-time writer. I don't know that when that will happen. I envision that happening at some point. I have a full-time job now, which is flexible, so it allows me to meet with my readers and do readings and stuff. But I just love doing the research and exploring and ideas and getting creative things out to young people.
You know, I hear that a lot from authors that they really enjoy doing the research aspect of their books. And, you know, I can't really think of a single book that anyone could write without doing a lick of research, you know? I
Right.
mean, it seems like
Right.
there's always a little something that somebody needs to look up. But in your case, there's some fairly serious science that you've got to make sure you've got right.
Yes, I have researched what a lot of physicists have talked about. When I did Catalyst, they're at an archaeological dig site. So I went to a number of different sites around Indiana and Illinois to see them and see how these scientists, these archaeologists actually worked.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the idea of going on a road trip for research. Now,
It was,
I'm assuming you haven't been able to do that lately with the health
no.
crisis.
Back in March, before everything shut down, we did go, my boyfriend and I went to Washington, D.C. The next book is set partially in Washington, D.C. And then I think I need to go back and do a camping trip in the Shenandoah Mountains, Blue Ridge Parkway, because they're going to be there. And then it's going to be set in Paris. So I'd like France. I know. So I'd like to go to France, and obviously I can't do that right now. So.
Oh, but all of that sounds great. You know, I've been to Washington, D.C. several times. I love going there. That's so great. And I haven't been to the Blue Ridge Mountains, but that sounds beautiful. What a great
Yeah,
idea. That sounds wonderful.
really pretty.
So how are you doing coping with the health crisis? Are you doing all right?
Yeah, for the most part, I'm doing fine. My job has become a remote job, so I'm doing a lot of this type of stuff with my clients. I'm getting out in nature quite a bit, hiking, kayaking, biking, just walking. We've been doing a lot of cooking, really healthy cooking, and my boyfriend and I do it together, and it's fun. We made some roasted tomatoes last night, but we over roasted them.
Oh, well, I guess that could happen.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, so we're
gosh.
experimenting.
Well, that sounds great. So do you have something there that you'd like to share with us? I always offer my authors a chance to do a show and tell.
Yeah, so I wanted to share, we've already seen the covers of my books, but I wanted to share that my son, when he did this cover. When he did this, he was in high school.
Oh my goodness.
I know. He compiled it for me. He didn't make the art. But for Catalyst, I asked him if he would make the cover, and he created this image of the hand of Marcy's hands holding the crystal, and I think it's just gorgeous.
Oh, it is gorgeous.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have a real crystal here. It's not as big as the one that Marcy finds in the book, but yeah. So.
That's so pretty. Is it like a pink sort of color?
Yeah,
or
it's
white?
a rose quartz crystal.
Beautiful. And do they have power?
They do. I mean, people do believe that crystals have power. I mean, everything has an energy to it, so it depends on what you believe. In the book, there's actually messages coded or information, I guess I should say, coded into the crystal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a catalyst. Marcy and her friends are catalysts. We are all catalysts for the kind of change that we want to see in the world. So
Oh, I love that. That's so wonderful. Well, Tracy, this has been such a joy to talk to you. Thank you so much for sharing all of this. I hope you have a great day and stay safe out there, okay?
thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
This is your favorite Hoosier Toucan encouraging you to read local. So long.